4 days, 55 kilometers, volcanic deserts, glacial rivers, and weather mood swings that put a teenager to shame. And somehow I've made it to the final stage of Iceland's Laugavegur Trail. Today the landscape changes again, from black volcanic sand to dramatic gorges, and even something Icelanders like to call a forest. Spoiler, it's not quite the Amazon rainforest, but after days of barren highlands, even a bush feels exotic. This is day 4, the grand finale of the Laugavegur Trail. Stick around because this day has everything: steep descents, moody views, the widest river crossing yet, and yes, a surprise burger and beer at the end. I woke up on day 4 and it immediately felt different. Gone were the blue skies and golden light of yesterday. Instead, the clouds hung low, grey and heavy. Here we go, day 4 of the Laugavegur Trail. Whew, a little uphill to have to catch my breath. Yeah, so officially this is the last day of the Laugavegur Trail. I'll of course go on with the extra 2 days. But yeah, the camp was nice. Unbelievable views from the huts. Tiny and squashed, but yeah, this is part of the adventure ride. It was a good way to meet some people from different tours and stuff and groups. Very nice people. Yeah, mostly yesterday just took it easy, read a bit, took in the views. The group that was sleeping with me had a nice barbecue with salmon, so yeah, it was like a fun time. So, but today, I think it's about 16 kilometers, 10 miles. Also same as yesterday, up and down slightly, but mostly flat. I think there's another river crossing as well, probably the biggest one of the trip so far. But yeah, today is a bit foggy. Weather forecast didn't say anything about rain, so let's hope. And then yeah, hopefully I'll get to a hut with some signal, some reception, and be able to message people that I'm still okay. So, but otherwise, I'll take it easy today. A lot of footage, and just enjoy it. It's such a beautiful trip. Really something different. So highly recommend it. Let's get to this. It wasn't freezing yet, but it was definitely colder. The kind of weather that says, Iceland wants to remind you who's in charge. My legs were stiff after 3 straight days of hiking, so the first flat stretch of black sand and rocky paths was actually a blessing. I used it as a warm-up. Part stretch, part shuffle, part please don't let my knees quit on me now. Even in the moody light, the scenery was still stunning, more dramatic than yesterday. Dark volcanic rocks, streaks of green moss, and low clouds clinging to the ridges. It felt like walking into a final act of a movie, where everything gets a little darker, a little grittier, before the big finale. A bit of feedback so far. I'm just over halfway now, of course. I think if the weather is good and you're taking it sort of the shorter days like I'm doing, like every hut basically, as the stages are recommended, then I think it's probably a easy to moderate hike, right? It's a bit of distance, a bit of river crossing, nothing too hectic. I think the huts are nice so you can stay warm. Campsites are nice if the weather is good, good facilities. Bit of climbing here and there, a bit of river crossing, but nothing too bad. If the weather is bad, yeah, that's a different story. I think that's when it becomes a bit more dangerous, a bit more challenging, a bit cold. Then it'll probably be moderate. If you're in a tent, probably moderate to hard. And of course you can extend the days as well, up and down, further and longer if you want. And then of course get more challenging as well. For the actual Laugavegur Trail, the 4 days or 4 sections, there's quite a bit of water and things to get on way as well, to resupply. Most of the huts I've been to have sort of snacks and things, and they're all actually taken card, but it's always good to have cash in case they don't have, reception or it's not working. There's no cell phone reception or Wi-Fi on any of these huts, so just to take note of those kind of things. But there's been snacks, there's been hot showers if you're willing to pay 1,000 Icelandic krones for it. So yeah, it can be quite nice. Like I said, it will be challenging if the weather turns bad, but I've been lucky up until today. The weather's been very good. Even today, a bit foggy, but no wind, not too cold. So looking forward to a nice day of walking. Let's do this.
After a long flat warm-up, the trail suddenly tilted downhill, and not in a friendly way. This was a steep, sandy descent where every step felt like a trust exercise with gravity. The sand was loose and slippery, and I quickly learned that my hiking poles weren't for balancing anymore, they were for emergency braking. But going slower had its perks, the views. From up here you could see the valleys opening up below, painted in blacks and greens with streaks of red volcanic rock peeking through. Moody clouds drifted across the ridges, making everything look like a scene out of a fantasy movie. At the bottom, the landscapes got even better. Narrow gorges cut into the earth, rivers rushing through them, and trails that wound along the edges. The combination of dark volcanic slopes, mossy cliffs, and the roar of the water made this one of the most dramatic sections of the entire trail so far. The path stretched on for what felt like forever, straight through the surreal, colourful valley. It was the first time I caught myself thinking, wow, Iceland actually looks alive. And it was a nice change too, a softer, more vibrant contrast to the brutal black highlands I've been walking through. Still wild, still dramatic, but now with a touch of autumn magic. Just when I thought the trail was easing up, it threw in one last challenge, the final river crossing. And this one, it was no joke. Wide, rocky, and with a current strong enough to make you double check your balance. I scouted for a path, took a deep breath and stepped in. Instant brain freeze from the icy water. And every rock underfoot felt like it was plotting against me. Shoes off, poles down, one slow step at a time. Let's just say it wasn't the most graceful crossing, but I made it to the other side with all my gear, my dignity only slightly dampened. After that, the trail eased into something rare for Iceland, an actual forest. This time not just bushes, but real head-high trees. It felt surreal, like I'd walked from Mars straight into Middle Earth.
And that's it. A4 done. Head to Þórsmörk, just 5 minutes away. So this is officially the end of the Laugavegur Trail. Can you believe it? Made it! The last river crossing as well. It's not too bad. The waters were stronger than the other one, but that's okay. Another beautiful day.
And then a twist. I accidentally ended up at the Volcano huts, thinking it was my final stop. Turned out it wasn't, but it was a very good mistake. Because suddenly I was sitting at a table with a burger and an ice-cold Icelandic beer right in front of me. After 4 days of freeze-dried meals and trail snacks, that first bite felt like a religious experience. Add in some Wi-Fi to reconnect with the outside world, and yeah, it felt like a perfect way to celebrate finishing the Laugavegur Trail. From there, it was just a 2-kilometer walk to my actual hut, where I checked in, grabbed another hot shower, because why not, and settled into my corner bunk.
And why not? Let's have a quick shower. I mean, there's no one else here, and it's my last shower for the trip, so might as well use it, right? Got some extra cash, spend it, another 1,000 down the drain. But tomorrow there'll be no showers. Tomorrow there might be a bit of rain apparently, so let's get nice warm and comfy, because tomorrow is going to be cold.
And just like that, 4 days, 55 kilometers, and the Laugavegur Trail was complete. Sitting in my bunk that evening, I couldn't help but look back at everything this trail had thrown at me. The surreal mountains of Landmalagar, the stormy night of Roftunaskar, the blue sky magic of Altavaten, the endless black deserts, icy river crossings, and finally the forest of Þórsmörk. It's hard to put into words just how much this hike delivered. Every day was different. Every day felt like stepping onto a new planet. And every day pushed me just enough to make me appreciate the food, the showers, and the warmth of the huts even more. I feel incredibly lucky. The weather held, the views were unforgettable, and I've met some amazing people along the way. The only sad part, it's over. Well, at least this part is. Because tomorrow I continue on to the Birches Trail. 2 more days, 25 kilometers across volcanic passes and between glaciers. And if the weather holds, it's going to be even more epic than what I've seen so far. So, if you enjoyed hiking with me across the Laugavegur Trail, hit like, subscribe, and join me for the next episode. The Laugavegur Trail may be finished, but the adventure isn't over yet. Until next time, keep exploring.
It's my 30th birthday and my parents got it for me, the flight and the hike. We actually never heard about it before, but yeah, so we got the flight, got the parents.
You did more research than me. I was trying to keep it like flat out as possible because I didn't want to see any pictures beforehand and stuff. So I was like going into the surprise and that definitely brought out all the openings up during the hike and stuff. So yeah, happy that I didn't do any research, but I think you did a bit more.
Yeah, I researched a little bit, not about the huts. We were just booking that, not too much information about that online actually, but yeah, researching the area. But left most of it to your surprise actually.
For me it was the first multi-day hike, and usually I was like not really into it because I was like expecting more same scenery. Like if you do a hike around like a big summit or something, it's like it's beautiful every day, but it's the same kind of environment. And I was hoping, and we got that back from this hike as well, that it was like every day it was like a different environment, different scenery, and that was a surprise for me. So maybe I learned a little bit then that like multi-day hikes are like can be like this as well.
I was surprised how windy it was. Super windy, rainy sometimes, but still super nice. No, actually not.
Maybe if we would have been in the tent on the second day where it was like on that mountaintop and the wind was gushing and stuff, like those poor people. Actually one guy from the tents came in the morning when we were leaving again. He was frozen up and he had to sleep there. He was, it was quite tough conditions there.
The huts is fine. The salmon.
The salmon,
Yeah, a big American group gave us free salmon and I'm not a big fan, but every like 30 people in our small hut were eating salmon where we slept in as well. More snacks. Ending it healthy altogether.
No, I think to do this with your parents and stuff, and also on their age, and it was quite tough for your mom.
Yeah.
Like on some parts to indeed like finish that with like your elders. That's quite cool and quite challenging.
Just be able to do that with my parents too. I think that's a core memory.
Yeah.
Pack light?
Pack light, yeah, definitely minimal with like your good base layers, then you get everywhere. And yeah, I did one testing day with some food. Like I was looking at the food and I was like, oh damn, that's like not enough. So I did like one testing day at home and I was like, okay-ish, like okay, I ate like a lot after, but
it was not a testing day.
Fair enough. But
Enough snacks, but pack lightly.
Yeah. For now, one more week Iceland, and then we are thinking about the Philippines.
Something warmer.
Something warm and chill, and yeah, good food.